Day News is brought to you by Dogra A1 Digital Hearing Aid Center, Jammu, offering special discounts for the senior citizens and reimbursement schemes for the government employees. Jammu and Kashmir on Sunday recorded 460 new COVID-19 cases, taking the infection tally to 102,619, while 9 fatalities pushed the death toll to 1,589. Out of the fresh cases, 189 from Jammu Division and 271 from Kashmir Valley. There are 5,688 active cases in the Union Territory, while 95,342 patients have recovered so far. After initial hiccups, People's Alliance for Gupta Declaration on Sunday reached a consensus over a seat-sharing arrangement for the second phase of upcoming DDC polls in the Jammu and Kashmir and said there is no rift amongst the alliance partners. The PAGD members on Saturday has failed to finalize the seat-sharing formula from the District Development Council polls despite holding a marathon meeting, the third in the 2 days on the issue.
इलेक्शंस हो रहे हैं और बहुत अच्छा कंपोजिशन बनने जा रहा है। उसमें ऑलरेडी हम लोगों ने अपने अपने तरीके से जब इलेक्शन में हिस्सा लेने का अनाउंस किया है, बाद में लाइक माइंडेड पार्टीज़ ने आपस में तय किया है कि हम सीट शेयरिंग करेंगे। तो वो सीट शेयरिंग का पिछले 2-3 दिन से अलग अलग मरहले बाद डिस्कशन चला है।
A former legislator figured in the second list of 44 candidates released on Sunday by the BJP for the District Development Council elections in Jammu and Kashmir. The list, which covered all 10 districts of Jammu region, also included 14 women candidates. The list included former MLA Shakti Raj Parihar, who will be fighting in the DDC polls from the Gundana constituency of Doda district. The Jammu and Kashmir government has evacuated about 8,85,859 JK residents stranded in the other parts of the country due to the COVID lockdown via Lakhanpur and through special trains and buses till date, amidst the strict observance of all necessary guidelines and standard operating procedures. As per the official data received in this regard, the Jammu and Kashmir administration has received 155 special trains at Jammu and Udhampur railway station from different states and UTs so far, with about 1,40,292 passengers, while about 7,45,566 persons from the other states and UTs, including 948 from abroad, have been evacuated by the government through Lakhanpur till date. Light snowfall and widespread rains lashed parts of Kashmir on Sunday, breaking the extended dry spell which had affected the region of the past few months. The Srinagar-Jammu National Highway authorities have asked people to avoid travelling on the highway for the next few days as there are chances of blockage owing to the inclement weather. The Union Territory has been witnessing unusually dry weather this year, causing immense problems in the availability of water for irrigation as well as drinking. Indian Army on Sunday paid tributes to the soldiers who were martyred on November 13 in the North Kashmir in unprovoked ceasefire violations initiated in the multiple sector by the Pakistan Army. Late Havaldar Hardin Chandra Roy and the late Gunner Subodh Ghosh of the regiment of the artilleries were deployed in the Uri sector, while the late Naik Satai Bhushan Ramesh Rao and the late Sepoy John Dale Rishikesh Ramchandra of the Maratha Light Infantries were deployed in the Gurez sector. The mortal remains of the brave hearts were taken for the last rites to their native place, where they would be laid to rest with the full military honours. Amid Amid the ongoing tensions with China, India is all set to showcase the massive firepower of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile by the end of the month, as three defense forces would carry out multiple firing of the Defense Research and Development Organization developed missile system in Indian Ocean region in the last week of this month. The BrahMos supersonic cruise missile is the world's fastest operation system in its class, and recently the DRDO has extended the range of the missile system from the existing 298 kilometers to around 450 kilometers. Rain slashed most parts of the Jammu on Sunday, ending over 2 months long dry spell but engulfing the region in the cold as the day temperature plummeted 7 degrees below normal during this part of the season. There are reports of snowfall from the high altitude areas, including the Pir Ki Gali along the Mughal Road, which remained closed for the second day on Sunday. They said after the cloud covered since morning, it started raining the most parts of Jammu region late afternoon. The rainfall ended a prolonged dry spell. India's daily coronavirus cases tally continues to dip further as only 30,548 new infections were reported in the last 24 hours, according to the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare on Monday. India reported less than 50,000 new daily cases for the 9th continuous day. The last time the daily new cases crossed 50,000 threshold was on November 7th. The country's COVID-19 tally reached 88,45,127, including 4,65,478 active cases and 82,49,579 recoveries. The cumulative death toll reached to 1,30,070 after 435 people succumbed to the disease in the last 24 hours.